It's time to play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Let's complete the Great Sky Island quick guide style. What's up YouTube? I'm Kat from KK Jinx Gaming. Gaming for fun, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you not only played, but beat Breath of the Wild. If you haven't, please check out my playlist. I've got walkthroughs, quick guides, all the shrines, all the quests, the whole nine. And then come back here as we begin to unravel all that is Tears of the Kingdom. So just to quickly cover the basics, just like in Breath of the Wild, you will need to start by collecting sticks for weapons and gathering food and defeating bad guys. And in this game, those bad guys are called soldier constructs. And these ones here are low level, but just like in Breath of the Wild, as you go on, they become more difficult to defeat. And I promise I will stop comparing it to Breath of the Wild now. But they are not the only constructs here. There are also steward constructs and maker constructs. And you definitely want to talk to these ones as they are super informative and help you with the basics if you don't already know them. And you'll also run into a steward construct that you must stop and speak to because she has been entrusted with Zelda's most prized possession, which is the Purah Pad. It's a must-have for adventuring. It's basically an upgraded Sheikah slate that looks like a switch, and now it's all yours. And after this encounter, we know that we need to make our way to the Temple of Time. But once you get there, you'll try to open the door, but you'll be rejected, and immediately meet someone named Rauru, who introduces himself as the source of the weird arm. He tells you that your arm is broken and that in order to fix it, you must go to the shrines as he has conveniently filled them with sacred light. And that's the only way that you can restore the arm and allow you to open the door. So he shows you where the first shrine is and you want to go towards that direction. And this one is the easiest to get to and it's kind of obvious how you get up there. You just go across the broken bridge and then use your broken arm and climb up the broken stairs. And then bam, you're at the Ukouh Shrine. Entering these shrines starts with Rauru giving you the ability that you will need to use to get through the shrine and receive your light blessing, which will rid you of your evil ick. And in this shrine, Rauru gives you the Ultrahand ability, which allows you the ability to move objects freely and attach them to other objects. And this is the ability to create. So just as this was the easiest to get to, it is also the easiest to complete. And this is mostly just to get you used to using your new ability and, you know, the new controls and all that stuff. And we start very simply with just grabbing this slab and making a bridge out of it. On the other side, we need another bridge, only longer. So here's the first time we're gonna attach an object. Fun stuff. Then just use your bridge to ramp up to the chest. Also, by the way, holding the right bumper while you are holding onto something allows you to turn the object into different directions. But if you climb up your ramp and open up your chest, you'll receive a an amber. Then jump down and go towards the board you see leaning up against the wall, and there's some hooks on the ground. And go ahead and lay the board flat and attach the hook to it. And hook it on the rail and ride that sucker to the other side. Boom, look, you did it. Checking your map next to the shrine name for a treasure symbol lets us know that we have all of the chests in the shrine. Let's go clock out. When you exit the shrine, you will be immediately stopped by Rauru, who goes on and on about using the scope to pin indicators like we don't already know that. But without you trying, you are already facing the next shrine. The other is just to your left. And the next one is pretty simple to get to as well. You just want to go back the way that you came, but after you cross back the broken bridge, go forward until you see some stairs. They'll be on your right. Once you go up there, you'll see which way that the game wants you to go, and just keep following that. Your two biggest obstacles are riding this rail down, which do the same thing you did in that shrine, and there's a body of water down here that you just have to make a raft and cross. And once you do cross it, you go right around the corner, there's a set of stairs. If you climb those stairs, at the top of that stairs is the Nachoyah Shrine. This time, you get the fuse ability, which allows you to fuse something nearby to your weapon or shield, therefore enhancing it. This is the ability to combine. They start you off with a sword and some boulders, and you'll definitely need to fuse a boulder to get through this. But to make life a little bit easier after this shrine, we can go ahead and use this opportunity to fuse some of the construct drops that we got to our other weapons, making them much stronger. It'll help us in the long run, I promise. Just do it. But this shrine isn't that difficult either. Make sure that you switch back to your boulder sword and smash these blocks. And when you come in here, you're gonna see 4 stone pillars. The one in the upper left corner is got a chest on top of it. If you go ahead and smash that, the chest will fall and you will get 5 arrows. Stick that in your pocket and then go ahead and turn around and you'll see another doorway going the opposite direction. And inside you'll see some plants with some fire fruits and a bow and some arrows. Go ahead and attach a fire fruit to an arrow and free your chest up on that shelf. If you open this chest, you get a small key. And then go ahead and make your way to the locked door, make it unlocked, and then follow around until you get abruptly stopped by a construct. And the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and shoot the leaves with a fused fire fruit arrow, and the fire alone may even kill to him, but otherwise you can just, finish the job with your new upgraded weapons. But that's all to that shrine. If you go ahead and check your map, you see that we have all of the chests, so now we can go clock out. This time, exiting the shrine, you get immediately stopped by the first steward construct. But it's okay, because it forgot to give you an energy cell, which you definitely want. This thing powers the Zonai devices. It works like a battery. It's like a charger. Okay, so now as you're moving along, you'll start to see and explore the caves, and all the caves you come across, they'll have a couple things in common. For instance, bright bloom seeds. Collect these because when they experience an impact, they light the area around them. It's like a lantern. But you'll also find ores and shrooms and some bad guys sometimes, but more importantly, all caves have Bubbulfrogs. Every single cave has one. You want to try to get headshots, but keep in mind that they are nimbly bimbly, so I like to attach a Keese eye to an arrow to get these guys. It doesn't kill to them, it only weakens them, but when they're pretending to be dead, they drop a bubble gem. Collect these, and later you can trade them with Kilton's brother, spoiler alert, who wants to be a Satori creature. He gives you monster stuff, just like Kilton used to. And another thing you'll notice when you discover a new cave system, it puts an icon on your map, and when you get a bubble frog, it leaves a check mark next to the cave icon. But anyway, so when you get to the end of the first cave that you encounter, you will find the Archaic tunic. So you will come across a couple different cave systems, and each one of them is going to be significant on the Great Sky Island. The second cave that you come across is the mining cave. In here, you learn about dark caves and throwing bright bloom seeds, and collecting zonite. You definitely want to collect zonite, and I will explain zonite in just a bit. But when you get all the way through, you'll be in a dark room. Turn the dark off by throwing bright bloom seeds around, and go speak to the forge construct. This is where you exchange the zonite that you collect for crystallized charges. You later use crystallized charges to increase your energy cells, but it's not cheap, so collect as many as you can. But you will also learn about capsules and receive 3 fan capsules from the construct near the way out. Attach a fan to a cart and let's ride the rail up. At the top, you find your first device dispenser. That's how you get capsules. Use zonite charges or construct horns to get capsules. Quick side note, if you hover over a device dispenser while you're on your map, you get a list of which capsules and how many, but only with the capsules this dispenser carries. They don't all carry the same things. Okay, so now we want to head northeast, and from there you will find another cave system. Before entering, grab those spicy peppers right outside. It's gonna get cold where we're going. In here, use the cooking pot to make some cold-resistant meals. I just used 5 spicy peppers, and that was plenty for what I needed. Actually, it was more than enough. You could probably get away with 4. But you want to reach the end of this cave, eat your cold food before you go out because we're going to have to wade through this cold, cold snow. Make your way all the way down to the end, and just to your left is going to be another cave system, and this is the bottomless cave. And there's plenty to find in here, like the bubble frog right behind you! But, I'm just kidding. But things to watch out for are likes. They are gross wallworm teeth face monsters. So all you gotta do is get close enough that he opens his face hole and you can hit his gross face mouth thing, and that's a headshot. Hitting his gross face mouth thing repeatedly kills to him. There is one more of these things on the way out, but near that guy is a flame emitter shield. You should totally grab that. But looking at the exit of the cave, you can see there are some tree roots. They're actually in your way. Go ahead and climb those roots all the way to the top. This is going to be the easiest way to get to the Gutanbac Shrine. Here, Rauru gives you the ability to ascend, which allows you to travel through what's directly above you to ascend through it and emerge on top of it. And this is the ability to rise. So this shrine is pretty simple too. You just come over here and ascend to the top. Over here, we want to ascend through the shorter pillar first because there's a treasure chest up here with a stone axe. Then go ahead and jump down and ascend through the taller pillar. Up here, you will be face to face with a construct. But I'm telling you, you can use that flame emitter shield for everything in this room. The construct, the wooden crates over here, this rope. And you'll see once all this burns up, go to where those wooden crates were and ascend through there, and you're gonna find another chest with a construct bow. Go ahead and stuff that in your pocket and jump down and go by where the ropes were, and you'll see that there was a platform that fell. Go ahead and ascend through that fallen platform. On the back wall here, you will see a platform moving right to left and left to right. Get under it and ascend. Then when the platform is under the overhang, ascend again. And that's it for that, boys and girls. Let's check out the map. Yep, we got all of the chests. Now we can clock out. And surprise, surprise, exiting the shrine, you get stopped again by Rauru, who just repeats what we already know. We can open the door now. Yeah, that's nice. So anyway, first we want to come over by this tree. And we're going to ascend up inside here because inside here there is a chest. And it's a Archaic warm Greaves. Go ahead and stick those in your pocket, and you'll see across the way over here that there is a device dispenser, and you can ascend right up through these broken stairs. And in here is where you get the wing, but you can jump down. As you can see, there are already some on the ground. You want to use this wing to ride down to the Temple of Time. Just a pro tip for the wing: if you stay in the middle, you stay balanced. If you shift your weight to any one direction, you're gonna lean that direction. You know, just like physics. Anywho, so go ahead and open up that door and you complete the closed door main quest. Inside you find what looks like a giant golden bean. It is not a bean, but I really want to call it a bean. So after Link examines the golden bean, the secret stone, Zelda appears. She takes Link's hand and gives him the recall ability, which allows him to reverse an object's movement back to where it came. So we are going to use this to ride this cog to the middle cog, and then we're gonna ride this one back to the end. You'll see it got a statue and a locked door, and this one looks an awful lot like an exit. But little Linky, you aren't strong enough to open that door. We need 4 light blessings to pray to the goddess statue, and Rauru tells you where a 4th shrine is and does something to your Purah Pad that makes the travel gates work now. Weird. So now, as Rauru said, we need to travel to the Room of Awakening. When you first started this game, you may have noticed the same kind of cogs and some structures that we couldn't do anything with. Well, we're gonna do something with them now. Go ahead and ascend to the ceiling over here to your left, and then use the recall on these cogs the same way you did in the Temple of Time, and that's gonna lead you to a cave-like tunnel system. Follow that all the way through, and that's going to take you to the Nachoyah Shrine. And no more Rauru in the shrines, and this is the ability to rewind. First, come down to the water. When your raft floats by, recall it, jump on it, and ride it to the other side. Coming to this side, we're gonna do the same thing, except it's a little bit more fun because you get to go into the water and you bounce in the waterfall and whatnot. But when you come over here, you're gonna see another cog to your left. Go ahead and recall it because there is a chest just sitting up there just waiting for you. So if you open it, you're gonna get a 10 arrows. And then go ahead and stick those in your pocket, do the hokey pokey, and jump down into the water. And then let's go solve the last puzzle of this shrine. It looks like a clock. So if those are the hour and the minute hand, we want them to be lined up together before we recall it. Because you can see when they're touching, it starts to open the door just a little bit. And then you get a full rotation's worth of time to get through the door. You don't even need that much time. But we have enough time, we can go ahead and double check our map, and yepperoni, we've got all the chests. So let's go clock out. And that went ahead and updated our Find Princess Zelda main quest, but before we head back to the Temple of Time, we're gonna come over here and activate the Steward Construct. This is a crystal refinery. This is where you trade crystallized charges for energy cells. You need a minimum of 100 crystallized charges for 1 energy cell. Okay, so now that that's done, it's easiest to just teleport back to the Ukouh Shrine. And once you go there, go directly left and jump down into the water. And then we're gonna head towards the Temple of Time. And I'm going this way because it's gonna bring us closer to the door, and there's a Korok over here, and it's a new kind of Korok. And inventory expansion is always the goal. Alright, so let's go inside and use the recall to get back to the goddess statue and the egress just like we did before. Once you get back here, go ahead and pray, and you'll only get the choice of heart or nothing. But it's just this one though, I think. I haven't actually beat the game yet, but as far as I can tell, it's just this one. Anyway, go ahead and open the door. When it's complete, you will get stopped by Rauru, who just gives you a long Midwesterner's goodbye and shows you the direction you should go, like as if you don't already know. So when you get finished, head that way. And the bridge is severely uneven and requires ascending to make it to the end. And you'll see some yellow light, and the Master Sword will react, and Zelda takes the sword, and Link is left with more questions than answers. And to find out the story, be sure to hit that bell so when the Dragon Tears video comes out, you get notified. But anywho, the sky opens up, and your view of the surface appears, and Zelda tells Link that he must find her here, and that's where you dive off the island and into the water on the surface. And that, boys and girls, is where we call it a day. Coming up next will be everything you need to know after the tutorial. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, be sure to smash that like button and punch that bell right in the face so you get notified. And if you're still not satisfied, go ahead and check out the merch below. With that being said, This is KK Jinx, over and out.